Hello, guys. We are live here with Jesus Atencio versus Josh Roberts and the winner of this plays BJ in the finals. It's a race to 7, and they have to beat BJ twice too. So it's not an easy feat for sure. Let's see what happens here, but they're both playing really well, that's for sure. He decided to go for a safe right behind that 6, and he got it, I think. He might be able to see it actually, or at least see a sliver of it. Yeah, he can see a little bit of it. And this is probably going to try to put him behind the 8, or if he's very thin, yeah, behind the 8. Oh, he was just one behind the 2. I don't like that shot. And he can see that one ball. I'm pretty sure he might be able to see the whole thing of it. I thought he was going to try to hit it a little harder towards the 10 and put him behind the 8, or maybe go another rail and hit behind the 9. But, anyways, at this point, he can see the one ball, and I'm pretty sure he can see it to make it. Oh, he cannot see to make it. He tried to play. He definitely went to play it safe, and got a lucky hit on that 9 ball, and is hooked by the 10. If it didn't hit that 9 ball, it would have been right by the corner pocket. Would have been a good shot for Jesus, but now Jesus has to jump this, and I think he just called the corner, so he's gonna try to cut it. And he played a good shot. He definitely hit it nicely, but he left the shot here, the one in the corner. So if Josh can hit this pretty good and get good on the 2, now the 4 is a little of a problem. So I think that's why he just called the 10 ball. He's just gonna try to end it right here. And on top of that, when he does that, the 1 will go 2 rails and towards the other corner. So it's kind of like a there. Ooh. And like I said, he was gonna get he played those 2 rails to get behind those balls. He had a wall of balls, so I think he's safe here. He might have left him a hole there to see it. I don't know. Let's see here. It seems like he can. He seems like he can see it. Looks like he's aiming for that, and he can see it for sure to make it. We're off to the races. Now the 4, like I said earlier, is a little complicated, and he does not have a good angle to get on the other side of it to play it safe. So he's gonna have to maybe put a lot of right spin, and I think he just doesn't have enough angle to. He has too much angle the other way, so he can't. If he puts right spin, he might just kill it and die in the middle of the table. Um, and he definitely doesn't want to do that. So that's what he's thinking. He's trying to go that way. Sometimes the camera doesn't let me see that very good. So if he doesn't have this crazy of an angle, then he can definitely put that spin and get very close to that 4, or even hit it like that. All right, what a shot! What a shot! He definitely can make that in that corner. I mean, at least from here, I can see he make that in the corner. Well, it looks like he's going to go 5 in the side, get in the middle of the table, 6 in the corner, and that's 7-10. And it looks like Jesus is going to strike first. He's up 1-0 in the race to 7. Very nice break, but it seems like he did not. Oh, he did pocket the one ball, but he doesn't have a good shot on the two ball. So, but at least he can see it, and the way that it looks, he might be able to just hit it thinly and put it behind the four and leave the two ball there. Just like that. Very nice shot. Good speed. Great aim. Mika. Well, guys, it seems like this is a tic-tac-toe. I hate to say that because sometimes when we're up there, we're missing easy shots, but these guys are not supposed to be missing these shots. So the three ball has a little weird angle, and that's what he's measuring right now because he's like, I think he just wants to stop it, maybe because of the angle, draw back a little bit. But the five is hanging, so that makes it for very easy position on the six. And after that, the seven and eight are hangers. I mean, this is it's a nice rack. To, it's a nice rack to get comfortable here if he can run out. And I think he is comfortable. Now he got a little weird. I mean, he got straight on this five, so he has to put some. I mean, it's okay. He has to put some spin on it. But all these players will tell you, he has to force it. But all these players will tell you it's much easier if you just have an angle. And right here, he did not give himself an angle. That's a very, very small angle, and he can definitely hit one rail and go to the seven in the other corner. That's what he's looking at. Uh, but all these good, great players, they want angles. That makes it much easier to go from ball to ball without too much spins or stroking and stuff like that. They prefer tic tac toe. Wow, he decided to draw it back. That means he's feeling pretty good when he wants to let the stroke out. It doesn't really matter where he's left on the table. But he did not take his time on that eight ball and one stroke that. Sometimes when you're feeling good, you can misalign yourself, and that can happen. It can happen to all of us. Well, Josh gets up to the table for an EC8. He's a little straight on the number. He's a little angled to come just right there for the 10 ball where he's standing. So that's good. And Atencio gives up that 10 ball. So now it's 1-1. It looks like he had a really good break here. Has a very good look at the one. Now getting on the two, it's just a matter of speed. It looks like he's going to go to the right side of your screen to try to get position for the two. He just needs to get past the 10. Great shot. It seems like he has a good idea of the speed of the table. Obviously, it's almost the finals, right? Semifinals. So these players have this down pat. Called it 3-7 there. Now the key with this shot is definitely to not follow that three ball in, because if not, you're going to have a bank at the four. Nice shot. Sometimes when you fall, when you put draw on that, I mean, if you hit it very straight, it will go right back in. But he played that and drew back a little bit for the four just in case. Now the three ball's still there, so that's good. He's trying to figure out how he's going to get to the five. And obviously, there's only one pocket for the five, unless he tries to play safe somehow. I don't think he goes past the eight. So I think he's trying to figure out a combo, but I mean, you can't really see from this angle. Let's see what he decides to do. Yeah, he definitely wanted to give himself some angle. That's a lot of angle, but I think he's still, to be honest, that's not bad, because the angle that it will come from, it'll go one rail, two rails, and might hit that eight ball, which I think, it's a hard shot on the four, but it might work out like that, just like that. And well, he got a little unlucky. It was a good try. Now I think he's going to play it safe here for sure. Hit the eight. The five hits the eight. Very thin hit from the cue ball. Goes one rail and probably behind that 9, 10, 6, right by the side pocket over there. And just like that, Josh comes to the table and is behind the wall of balls. And this is actually a very hard hit, because he can't go, well, he might be able to go. No, really, he can't go on the side of the eight. He's gonna hit the eight ball. I don't see a way. He has to hit that perfect. And then the other way, he's gonna have to spin, and maybe he might be able to get the five. It's a tough shot to hit. Now, another choice might be a zigzag, but that seems tough. This ball is a very tough ball to hit. Again, his best choice might be to spin. Oh, he's going. How many rails is he going? Oh, he's gonna start to spin. Let's see. Yes, it was. He hit it a little too hard to try to spin around those balls. I think The spin never took really until it hit the rail. So good safety by Jesus, and he comes to the table with 5 balls left. Jesus Atencio is feeling pretty comfortable on the table right now. He didn't really cheat the pocket like he wanted to, so he's has a little angle on this 10, but it should be no problem. And just like that, score is 2-1 Jesus. Oh, that ball saved him from that scratch, but he still did not make a ball. And this Josh comes to the table. He has a really good look at the 1 ball. Now, 2 ball with the angle, he can get on the 2 ball. Those balls that are in the middle have a little bit of an issue, but I think he should be okay, especially because the 3 is right by that corner. So if he wanted to break the other ones, well, he doesn't have the angle to break them now. I think he wanted to get that angle, but I don't know if the 2 goes by the 5. Kind of hard to see from the monitor. If it does, that's what he will want to shoot, obviously. He's going to go the other way, or he's going to play a safe. I'm not sure how he's queuing. Yeah, he's playing a safe. And what a great shot. Well, he can see the 2 ball, I think. What he wanted to do was break that up so that he doesn't have an issue later and put him behind the 5, which would have been an amazing shot if he would have gotten just 1 inch over. But I think Jesus can see the 2 ball to make it in the side and with a little top right spin, he should be able to get on the 3 ball. And he's having a second look at this. Might be close. I think he can make it just fine. Well, he got on the 3 pretty good, and we're off to the races. I think he's probably gonna just go 1, 2 rails for the 6 in the side, but he has to get a good angle to be able to get on the 7. If not, he's gonna have to go up and down. And he decided to do something else here. Okay, he decided not to play to the side so that he could either go to 1 or the other side of the 7. Now that's very, and he has a good angle to get on the 7 here too. Well, that was a great shot. That was a lot. That shot was a lot harder than it seemed to for other people to do. I would have gone to the side and had a hard shot on the 7, but I guess that's why I'm not in the finals. Yes, he decided to go to the side, to the to the corner, so he can go to the get position for the 7. That was a great shot on the 6 to get on the 6. Whoa, I think he kind of hit that to the right side of the pocket. I don't know if he wanted to do that. Got a little more angle that he wanted to, but he should be fine. He's playing very confident. He got a little straight here on the 9, so he's going to be close to the rail shooting the 10. He's going to be almost on the rail shooting at the 10. Definitely he wanted a little more angle. I don't know if you saw, but how still his body was. He was just, that was a straight shot from the rail, and his body did not move left or right. That was that was amazing to watch right there. It's the little things that amazes me sometimes. Crazy full rail position, that's awesome. But that shot from the rail, very, very, very straight into the corner, that's that's a hard shot. Well, now Jesus up 3-1 in a race to 7. Again, the winner of this will be playing BJ in the finals. And they have to beat BJ twice. It's a double elimination tournament. So let's see how it goes. Josh just needs an opportunity to get to the table. Jesus has played pretty close to perfect the last two racks, 2 3 racks actually. He broke and didn't have a shot. He played a good save, uh, and he's breaking great. I mean, look at those. At 2 and 3, we're going towards the corners, and un- unfortunately, he does not have a look at the 1. But I mean, that break was pretty nice. He just got unfortunate. He did not get a shot on the 1 ball. Now, when the ball is so close to the corner pocket or so close to a pocket, you don't really know like where are you going to kick. So sometimes, I mean, at least it's not hanging. So he's kicking to try to play a safe. Um, we'll see what Josh decides to do. He's gonna definitely look at it. I mean, he could try to put it behind the 9. That's a shot, and the 1 ball goes 2 rails behind the 2 or 10. But it's a tough thing to ask because when you put that kind of high English, it might kind of just die on that rail. It might double kiss. I mean, it's not an easy shot. And he decided to make it easier. He just went behind the 4. That was a great shot. But you see how that ball was tracking towards being behind the 9, and the 1 ball would have been tracking behind the 2. So, I mean, it's just how comfortable you are. I think he was comfortable just putting him behind the 4. He knows that Josh would probably hit it, but there might be a good chance that leaves him a shot. And that was a great hit by Josh, and a little unlucky that he couldn't hide the cue ball there. Um, so Jesus can now see the 1 ball, and I think he's going to shoot it in the side and go around the table for the 2 in the corner, just like that. He wanted to go a little more for that other corner, but he's in the 50-yard line. But again, very, very makeable shot. And the 3 is already in the corner, basically. So all he has to do is make this ball, and he has a big area where that he can land and still have a shot on the 3 ball. Again, right now, is a the 3 to the 4 is good. The 5 is good. To try from the 5 to the 6 is going to be really the key. Ooh, I think the cue ball is going to slow down just enough, and I think he can see the ball. He doesn't. It doesn't seem like he likes it, but I think he can see it. I mean, he's probably unhappy that it went so far, but I think inside he's like, okay, well, at least I can see the 4 ball. And he made it. He can definitely see the 5 ball, but like I said, this is the key shot here. Is getting on. No, I wouldn't bank the 6 ball. I think I would just get. I would go 3 rails after make. He wanted more angle on the 5 ball, so he can go 3 rails and go for the 6-7. And I think, I mean, that he's going to get there anyways, and he's going to be perfect actually. I mean, that was a great shot. Good speed. He had to stroke it and put some spin on it. Like that's why he wanted more angle, so he didn't have to do that. But regardless, pretty easy combo there because he was pretty much wired. And now I think he just, some people like to just stop right there and go for the corner, but going for the side is very easy. As you, he lets you stroke out a little bit, put a little right spin on this, and get off the rail, and you'll be good to go. It's nice, very nice playing by Jesus Atencio. Up 4-1 now in the race to 7. Definitely been playing great. He was also in the last 4 in the 9 ball, correct? Oh, he's still playing a 9 ball. Oh, so Josh Roberts and Jesus Atencio are playing the final in the 9 ball? I mean, that's amazing. These two players have been playing great, and the consistency between going from the 7 footers to the 9 footers, which a lot of players had trouble with, including me, sometimes with speed and distance. These players have been able to get over it like absolutely no problem, and get down to business, and that's amazing. And I was just informed also that Jesus has to beat Josh Roberts twice in the 9 ball 7 foot tournament. So they're going to meet each other again in a few minutes. We'll probably give him a break after this match is over. But that's a great break. Again, you see how the 2 and the 3 go around the corners. The 3 went right in. Now he can see the 1, and positioning for the 2 is pretty much automatic as long as he plays at good speed. 4, that's, I don't know if the 4 goes by the 5. So that's going to be the key shot. Is getting from the 2 to the 4. So yeah, I think he's going to want a little angle here on the 2 ball to be able to maneuver easier. Oh, oh wow. I don't think he played a safety. I think he just missed it. Yeah, he missed it pretty good. No, he did because he overcut it. He overcut it that way. He missed the corner. Well, Josh ended up playing a great safety, but uh, so now Jesus finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Well, now he's shooting that four ball in the corner. I guess it must go. Oh, he hit the five ball a little bit. Yeah, and he held the ball very nicely. Now, not too much draw on this. You don't want to hit that eight ball. It's just like that. Good speed. Josh Roberts definitely needs to finish this rack, get a little confidence under him, and and make that score a little closer. Thing about these pros is that you give them an inch and they take a mile. So, well, it seems like Josh made it a little closer to 4-2. He's probably feeling a lot better. Well, it seems like we're getting ready to break here. Now let's see if he can put that break that he had earlier, where he was making a couple balls. And look at those, the two and the three tracking towards the corner. Shot on the one ball, made three balls. What an amazing break! And again, I tell you, you give them an inch, they take a mile. So Josh seems comfortable. Great break, good control. Makes the one ball, should go to the four in the corner. And again, the five is right there. Then he gets to good position on the eight ball, nine ball. Let's see what happens. He had a little bit of an angle on the four. He probably wanted to be straight, so he just stopped. But it's not that bad. He's just gonna move the cube a couple of inches to the right side of your screen and take that shot on the five ball. Now he might. I was gonna say he might prefer doing something else. Now that's called feeling good. I know he wanted to go around one more rail for the five in the same corner, but that's still better because at least he has the angle. And again, pros love angles. Yeah, I think he decided to just draw it into position. And those draw into position shots are actually a little tough. You gotta be able to every time. It's kind of tough to to measure how far you're gonna go with that draw. Oh, jeez. I think okay. I think you can see the nine ball. He's definitely not happy with the shot, but relieved that he can at least see the 9 ball. And he goes up and down for the 10 in the opposite corner at perfect speed. Good recovery shot. And this should make it 4-3. We have a game in our hands. We thought Jesus was going to be running away with it for a second there, but Josh Roberts fighting back. All right, well, let's see if Josh Roberts can have a great break just like the last one. And again, oh, he put a little force follow on that he did not want to do. And he made a ball, but he doesn't have a shot on the 1 ball, so he's going to have to push here. Where do you push is a very good question. You definitely don't want to leave him a shot. You want to leave something tough enough that he might decide to give it back. Not here because the 1 ball is not really hanging by any pocket. So you got to push somewhere where you got to play a safe, or he has to play a safe, and it has to be a tough enough shot that makes him think. So he's letting him see the 1 ball. Now he can go for the shot. Again, it's a very difficult decision. If you go for the shot, you might be able to hit the 6 and not scratch, or you might hit the 6 and scratch and not make the ball. I mean, this is a tough shot to try to understand. Now, you can try to bank it 1 rail and leave it on the other side of the table, right? He's banking it. That's what, yeah. Well, he's banking it to that left side, the left corner, but he's not really banking it. He's more like playing a safe. Now, he wanted to get past the 4 and 3 so that he can not leave a shot, but he didn't do that. Now, I think he was playing more cue ball. That's why he left it right on the rail. Well, right here is just making the 1 ball with a little right spin. If you make the right, make the 1 ball, but that's the most important part. Is making the 1 ball, just like that. And that little right spin kind of held it, right? If you have no spin, it goes kind of into the 2. But that was a great shot by Josh. He decides to kind of hold it, but he only one stroked it, so he went a little farther than he wanted to. But he should be fine, just putting a little left spin, putting and high, and going up 1 rail. Oh, he just held it. Again, it just depends. Players play it differently. I saw Mika play the same shot earlier, and he went up and down. So just depends how they feel. And now with the 6 hanging and the 8 right there, as long as he gets a good angle on the 8, should be fine to get to the 9 and 10. No problem. Now it makes it a little exciting. But this is where that shot is where Josh kind of shines because of the 1 pocket. That's a very touchy, slow shot. Other players might have gone around the table or do something else. He just feathered it. So great out by Josh. And guess what? It's 4-4. We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4. Great comeback so far by Josh. Playing great. That was a mistake also though by Jesus in that safety, and that's why that push is very important. Where you push that, he left him a really tough shot to try to figure out how to play a safe or make. And unfortunately for Jesus, he it wasn't a great effort there. And just to let you guys know, if you are obviously the ones watching bought the stream, we really appreciate you buying the stream. I know it's 3 days, and we had some issues here and there. It was our first time streaming on our own, um, so we appreciate you dealing with our issues. I know there's a couple of people that uh, have have contacted us, and we're more than welcome to talk to you guys and learn from this. So the second time that we do this, it will be an amazing experience. We have learned so much, and and we're grateful to be able to watch these pros and be able to bring it to you guys. So again, thank you for taking the chance. And again, if you have any questions or any concerns, you can give us a call at Rax and just ask for Pedro, and I'll be more than welcome to speak to you. Let me get back to the game now. Now Josh had a great break and he was trying to go, but he only one stroked or two stroked that one ball because it's so easy, and he didn't really see where that cue ball was going to track. Luckily, I think he can still see it, but he definitely didn't want to hit that ball. Now that was a nice double kiss, fortunate double kiss. So let's see here. He's straight, but he's gonna probably draw a living poop out of it. And what a great shot! Yeah, still angle, but it's still very makeable from where he was at. So he's just gonna make it, and I think he might just go up and down. Wow, great shot, but can he see the six ball? Is the seven gonna stop him? Let's see. I have to answer a tournament question, so guys, give me just 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Well, it seems like he was able to make the six and seven and has good position on the eight to just draw back a couple of inches for the nine in the corner. He went a little farther than that, but that's okay. As long as he's stroking good. Now he has an angle to just make it go one rail and 10 on the same pocket. Now see, he's those practice strokes. That was what, five, six practice strokes. He takes his time, right? Even pros make mistakes sometimes. That when he missed that one ball, or his position for the three ball, I'm sorry. Luckily he could see it and he kept going. So that was a great out by Josh. And he's up 5-4 now from being down 4-1. It's an amazing comeback so far. Josh has been playing great all day, really, all weekend. I mean, to be able to get to this point, right today especially, he's been. I mean, he beat Mika, right, 7-4, and he did great with the safeties and the running out. I mean, he's playing great. If anything, I think he should be considered for the next Mosconi Cup if he keeps playing this way. He's been high finisher in a couple of one pocket tournaments in Texas and so forth. As we know that he's a great one pocket player, and he's showing his rotation skills. Uh, and I think I don't know. I think he's doing amazing. Great control of the ball, and definitely on his way up. And he made a ball, but unfortunately, the roll got him, and he cannot see the one ball. So he's going to have to push. Now this is a weird push because again the one ball is very close to the corner. So to give him a bank or anything else, right? He's gonna have to be, yeah. He wouldn't like that. So he gave him this shot. I don't like giving him this shot. He can see it. He can make it. And then you can see the two ball after. All you have to do is make the one ball. So if he can see the two, he can play a safety after. Is he going to try to go around the world and try to get position for the two? He doesn't really have the angle to do that. If he goes three, four rails, he's going to the other side, right? So all he has to do is make the one ball and see the two ball so he can play it safe, and that's what he's going to do. He just wants to see the two ball, just like that. I think he can see it. Now with the angle, let me stand up and see if he can see it. I can't really tell from there, but I think he can see it the way he's shooting. So he's gonna definitely play a safe. Ooh, he hit the three. Yeah, he hit three after. That's a good job. Great save. It looks like Josh is reaching for his jump cue. Now, this might seem like a very long jump shot, but he's far away from the nine. He can aim pretty good at the two because he's going to land a few feet before the two. And if he makes it, he might go around the world and get position on the three. Oh my God, what an unlucky roll. He makes the two ball and just goes straight into the side. That at that angle is not fair. That's how I see that. But nonetheless, an opportunity for Jesus to get back in this game from being up 4-1 to being down 5-4 now. Gets ball in hand with the table pretty much open. Again, he got a little angle on that. Now he's going to bring it to the middle of the table with some draw for the six in the corner, in the opposite corner. And I did not like that shot because trying to draw into position, although they can do this a lot, these pros, it's not what you want to do. From that three ball, when you took ball in hand, he should have tried to give himself a little more angle so that he can maneuver that ball a little better. Now he just made a great kick on that six ball and got rewarded and put the cue ball before the six. Put the cue ball behind the eight. Josh comes to the table again with a jump cue. Now, if he takes his time, he should be able to make this ball if he lands right after the eight ball, so that the ball doesn't jump off the table after he hits the six. But the key here is jumping it just enough to get over the eight. You don't want to jump it to where you're like 6 inches from the six ball because then the cue ball might get off the table. You just want to jump it just enough. And that's what I was saying. Those jump shots, take some practice. And I think he hit it a little harder than he wanted to, but definitely um, that's a very hard jump shot to try to control. Well, Jesus comes to the table again with ball in hand. Let's see if this time he maneuvers it well. It takes a little longer to think about where everything is going to go and all his angles and where he wants to land. Now, I think he got a little straight on the seven, which is a little unlucky, to be honest, because I think he was trying to, make sure he has a little angle to come back for the eight in the same corner where he shot the six. So if he has an angle here, a little bit, he can go forward, but I think he's drawing back for the eight in the side. Yes, he was super straight, so he didn't want to do it. He definitely want to go for the side, I bet you. But I think now he's gonna go to the corner. The only thing with going into the corner is you can go into the 10 ball and not have a good shot on the 9 ball. So if you just let's see if he can maneuver this well. Yeah, he went for the side because that gave him the angle for the 9. Doing it the other way would have been um, definitely tough because you had to miss that 10 ball. That was a great stroke by Jesus. That's a little more confident, inspired. And it's 5-5 in a race to 7. Something that we thought at the beginning was going to be Jesus running away with it. Josh Roberts gets to the table and immediately puts the hurt. And now, game Josh Roberts, he did not get a couple good rolls, but credit to Jesus Atencio for actually getting it together from the first time where he got behind the 7 and finishing this game. And that last couple of shots show a little more confidence at stroke again. So I expect him to break really nicely here, make 2-3 balls, and get good position. 5-5 race to 7. It's a race to 2 now. Beautiful break. 2 is tracking, goes into the corner, and I think he can see the 1 ball. And if he can see the 1 ball, he has enough. He has enough. He's straight enough to just draw it and get position for the 3. And the way he's getting the stroke, he's now that's a little careless because now he's on the rail and trying to see if he wasn't on the rail, he just puts a little right spin on it and gets for the 4 in the corner. But now that he's on the rail, you're following it. You have to follow it and go 1 rail and go all the way. There you go for the 4 on the side. So that makes the shot. It's just the little careless shot on the 1 ball definitely made this a lot tougher. Well, it's just he's trying to decide whether he really wants to stroke it and go to the 4 on the side, or he just wants to make it with a little top, right? Maybe a little right top, but not much top, not much right, and just gets past the 5 for the 4 in the corner. Or maybe he'll stroke it and try, and he tried to do that. He tried to stroke it and go for the 4 on the side. And I think, fortunate for him, he did not leave a shot. So cannot see really well if he can grace it. If he can, that's what he will do because it's just enough to get behind the 9-3. But I think he's kicking it 2 rails. I think it's probably the best shot because after you kick 2 rails, the cue ball comes towards the 6, 4, 10, and then the 3 ball. There you go, like that. And the 3 ball kind of just bounces there. And if he's fortunate, he leaves no shot, which I think he was. When you kick 2 rails, you always create distance, right, between the object ball and the cue ball. So, so that was a great kick by Josh. So he decided to go there, 1 rail and try. I think he tried to follow it and maybe get behind the 8-6-4. But he left Josh a shot. Josh can see the 3 ball. Now getting on the 4 again might be a little tricky, and he was trying to go for the 4 on the side. I'm pretty sure. But again, that was a tough shot. Now here you could bank it, but the problem is that you're not going to see the 4 after that. Even if you try to hold it, it's going to be tough unless you go 3 rails over there. So it was me, I would play a safe, just like that. And he left him on the rail, but he can see the three ball. So I'm not sure you go for this shot. I think you play another safe. You pretty much hit it straight, and oh, what a! I thought that was a great shot. I thought he was going to be behind the 4-6, to be honest. But Jesus can see this three ball, and the good part about this is he can he can maneuver that cue ball back to either hitting the four or going to hit the one rail and hitting the four like that. And he can bridge very well there. I mean, he's not like he's on top of the ball. So, oh, he hit the 10 ball. He forgot to put a little draw on it, I think, or a little right. Either way, he doesn't have a nice shot. He doesn't have a good shot on the four. Now he's probably gonna put him behind the 8-6. Yeah, just like that. And this shot is a lot tougher now. The 5-6 is blocking, two rails blocking, so you have to go exactly that way. And I think I mean he hit it amazing. That was probably the best that you could have done with that shot because now you can't really like hit the four and then because you're gonna move the six, so you're gonna be able to see the six. You're gonna be able to see the four after you hit that. So that's what he's calling a shot. What is he calling? Right, he's gonna barely thin the four, hit the six towards the side, and because the eight ball's there. Now the only problem is the cue ball going into the other side pocket. Exactly, and I think that's what he just thought about. How do I make that ball and not go towards that side pocket? And I think the only way you can do that is maybe putting a little top right spin on the cue ball. Yeah, he that I don't know if he thought about it very well. He had to be hit a lot harder than that and thinner. So he leaves Josh an opportunity here to take the lead and get to the hill first, actually, because he's raised to 7. Now he needs a good angle on the 5 because he doesn't want to go into that 9, and that's what he did. He prefers having that angle, or being straight than being on the other side of it. So just make sure that you get to the other side. I think he's gonna go here 2 rails. I'm pretty sure for the 7, like that, with a little spin. Perfect shot. That was a great shot by Josh. Now he has to put a little top left English here to get to the 8 ball. But I think he should be fine doing, just no problem. And he has a nice angle on the 8 to get to the middle for the 9. And if he gets straight, it should be a stop-stop shot. Stop-stop. Taking a little extra time. He's not going to make that same mistake he did on that 1 ball earlier. He decided to go for the side. Again, it just depends what people are feeling. Some people drop for the corner. Some people you just follow it. Have to stroke it hard. But nonetheless, he got perfect on that 9 ball to make that 10 in the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a 6-5 lead to Josh in the race to 7, ranking for the game. Josh is definitely taking his time here, making sure that that rack is perfect so that when he breaks good, and there's no excuses. at least not on his part. And I talked to him a few times, and he's a man that does not want to make a mistake, wants to be pretty perfect. I mean, we're all human, we all make mistakes, but definitely on the pool table, he tries to take his time. Now, I think he's wants to take a player break, but I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe to calm the nerves a little. And yes, he is going to take a little player break. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play the commercial. Hopefully, it's not too loud, and we'll be right back. Well, folks, I think it's going to be about 2 or 3 minutes before he comes back. Again, I wanted to thank you all for just watching. Um, it's been a little bit of a crazy weekend here at Rax. Tons and tons of people. Uh, we're going to work on this stream for next time so that it's a much better, much smoother experience for you guys. Uh, I have everybody's name here, so I will reach out to each and one of you to thank you and to talk about your experience and make sure that we can do a great job next time, and take any advice that you might have because you guys are the viewers. You are the ones that help us get all these players here. To be honest, pretty much every dime that we've made here has gone towards the players. There's there's many things that we would like to do for next time to try to do even better. Um, but again, it was uh, a little bit of trial and error here, as it was very difficult to find some people to do this kind of work and install and software and all that stuff. So we will get better. Um, but we thank you for watching. Um, Again, my name is Pedro, so you can call here at Rax anytime. I'll be happy to talk to you. And if you don't watch next time, come in. I mean, we have great food. We have awesome tables. We're non-smoking. You can bring the kids, the family. So again, we appreciate you supporting us in whichever manner you do. Um and just let us know. Just let us know how we can be better. We're always listening. And on the pool side, on the tournament side here, Josh Roberts and Jesus Atencio, again, I'll remind you, they have to play the finals of the nine ball, which I think is amazing that they both got to the finals, or one semifinals and then the finals of both tournaments here. That just goes to show you how great they're playing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue playing the 10 ball after this match, and we're going to continue streaming that. Then I will turn the camera to the other table. It won't be as awesome looking as this. I mean, you'll be able to watch the 7 foot game. Um, it just won't be as from the same angle, but I will put that on so that we can watch the finals of the 7 foot table too. Um, so just stay with us, and I see Josh coming back from outside, making his way to the table, and looks like we're gonna get started again. All right, folks, I'm back here. 6-5, Josh Roberts leading Jesus Atencio. Now he broke dry and left the one hanging. Seems like we are in for a little bit of a drama here in this rack. Well, he hit that a little thick, but I think he can see the two ball in the corner just fine, and that's what she wanted to do. He has a little angle, so he's just probably going to make it and slide a little bit, maybe a foot or so to the for the three on the opposite corner, just like that. And it's great angle for him to come back one rail for the four on the side. And the key shot here is going to be able to get from the four to the five with a good angle to get to the six on the side, because that's the pocket that goes for the six. Seems like he got great position here on the four. So now he can do really whatever he wants with that cue ball. Let's see what he decides to do. He might just slide it over just 2 inches or so and have that angle on the five to come back for the six in the side. Now trying to draw, if he gets straight on the five and trying to draw into position, again, you can get behind on 10, and he decided to go to the side. He had more angle than possible, so he decided to go to the five, but to the side. But I don't know if I like that shot. See, I think he does. He have the angle? It's hard to see from the monitor, guys. I'm sorry to say this, but it seems that he has the angle to just push forward and go to the middle. Yeah, with a little spin. Perfect shot. Great shot, Jesus. Now he can see the six ball for sure on the side. I think he might go into the eight here with a little right spin and go position for the seven. Just like that. And great shot because now he made the eight ball makeable in that corner and a little less work. Now it seems to me here that he will draw one rail and then back to position for the eight in the other corner. So the cue ball to the middle of the table. That seems to be the best opportunity here. Yep, just like that. Well, great shot on the eight ball. Good position on the nine. And I think he's going to draw back for position on the 10 in the opposite corner. I don't think he'll just like that. Yeah, just like that. It was a. I always say no, don't draw for position without any rails. But in that situation, you're feeling good. That's a shot. And nice out by his Atencio to make this a double hill thriller. The thriller at Rax Billiards. Semifinals. Winner plays BJ. And again, they have to beat BJ twice. Well, this is where Jesus needs one of those nice breaks that he had earlier. He switched sides though. He was breaking from the other side the whole time. So he definitely just switched sides. I don't know if this is the first time he switched sides. I didn't notice. Let's see how that works out for him. Very solid. One ball striking and gets pushed by the two, and cue ball's in the middle, so perfect position for the two ball. Now the four, I think, goes in the corner of the side. Five is right there. From the five to the six is going to be a little tough. Not tough, but just tricky because you got to get kind of straight on that five ball. Maybe very, very little angle. But this is a very runnable rack. Anybody will take this rack in the finals, in the double hill finals. So let's see here. He has a well, very nice stroke. Now the three ball here is huh? Well, he's a little weird here because he wanted either more angle on the other side, or I mean, he's gonna go one rail and try to go just like that. I mean, he put a great stroke on it though, and that's one of those strokes where he created his own angle because it was tracking somewhere else, but he kind of made the ball slide a little bit and then draw. So great shot. Now he still has a great angle on the four to get to the five, and that's what I was telling you about the five. You got to get a little straight on the five, and that's perfect. I mean, that was a perfect shot, perfect position for the five ball. He missed the five ball, folks. I looked at my phone for 2 seconds because of a text, and he missed the five ball. Now I think the five ball was frozen, so try to hold it from a frozen. It's but he should have made that shot. That's not an excuse that I'm trying to make for him. But at least he leaves the kick. Now, the good thing about this kick for the bad thing for Josh is that he's tracking basically towards the other side, and the six ball doesn't go that the cue ball cannot pass that 10. So this is going to require a safety shot on Josh's part. That was the good news for Atencio when he left the kick. It was an easy kick because he was there, but getting position for the six was a little tough. Now here, I don't really know what to do. I think you slice it towards the side and go one rail and put him behind the 10. I think that's what he's going to try to do. I don't. He's not going to go for the. He called. He didn't call a nine. No. I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to. I think he's going to go for the combo, but I don't like that decision. That is a very risky. Now, unless he's trying to play a safe at the same time, but why would you then go for the combo? Well, let's see how he's feeling. I mean, I guess he's feeling good enough for that. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, he got a humongous roll. He got a humongous roll on that shot, hooking him behind the 10 ball. I- If he correct. And now there's other rules in 10 ball. This tournament was run with simple 10 ball rules, basically call shot, no call safe. So if it was a call safe, he would have been able to give this back. But that we didn't have the rule here. So now Atencio here decided to go for the win. He decided to bank that ball to the side. Now the good thing here is that he has a very big angle on that 7. So he's gonna have to go 3 rails for position on the 9, unless he can draw it back a little bit. But I don't know. He's got to think about this. Take your time. He decided to just hit it nicely, have the long shot on the 9. I mean, the 9 is pretty much close to the pocket, and it looks like he's gonna get perfect position for the 10 ball, and it is going to be game over. Josh wins the match, 7-6. It was a thriller, racks.